Hello Libra, welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun sign of Libra, and Libra, this is your Leo season reading for 2023. Beautiful Libra, let us see what's coming through for you at this time. We do have the Lionsgate portal, and we're in the Lionsgate portal at this time, and it closes on the 12th of August, and we are currently within Venus retrograde. Venus goes direct on the 5th of September, 3rd of September rather. So beautiful Libra, a lot of energies, a lot of lessons and healing and clearing this powerful Leo season to heal you to your authentic existence, your true authentic existence. And here we go, divine flow returning to you, Libra. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Yes, Libra, it is time that there's a huge healing, a huge integration in your manifesting creative energies, where you are finally feeling your creative and manifesting flow return to you, where you are crystallized within Source and allowing the physical to take the shape of Source. And Libra, this really works really hand in hand in your frequency of the Libra scales, right? Where you are asked to release control, be crystallized within Source. Here you are, here are the scales, beautifully here. Thank you. Here you are in your scale. As you're in your scale, you remain here, Libra. So let's take this candle out for now. Let's take this one out for now. Here are the scales, Libra. And here you are to remain here in your scale. As you remain in your scale, Source will then replace whatever is needed in the physical to honor you completely, right? Completely in your scale. But sometimes, Libra, we tend to say, what's going on in there? What's happening? I'm just going to go out of my scale and I'm going to control what's happening in the physical. But guess what? Nothing is here now. Nothing is here. You're not home for the scale to balance to. So here you are looking for everything, but there's nothing here. And what you're wanting is not here. What you're wanting is not here. And then because not what you're wanting is here, what do you get? You get fear. Fear starts emerging. Fear starts emerging. And as fear starts emerging, look, you get emptiness. Because of fear, illusion. So what happens here? You're in fear, illusion. And what's happening here as you're walking around here is still more emptiness because you are here trying to figure things out, but it's a mess here because you're not home to receive you. And everything you're feeling here is now what's replacing your inner world. Everything in your inner world is now creating the disaster. It's a mess. Okay. So instead, Libra, you remain in your scale. And guess what? When you remain in your scale, Source will be like, oh, okay, that doesn't work anymore. This works. And Source replaces it. And this is what's happening with you, beautiful Libra, in this Leo season. You're being recalibrated because why? You have stayed here. You have stayed here within Source. So now it's a divine recalibration of everything in your physical, the reflow, a beautiful integration. And you're feeling yourself really feeling a lot of energies here because you're really being crystallized to the fullness of you, in order for the physical and everything in the physical you are receiving, even yourself, Libra, your personality, your behavior, the way you think, the way you present yourself as part of the physical realm. So all of those aspects being realigned, being restructured, reintegrated to Source, divine flow returning into your life, Libra. So you're really going to feel yourself one with Source, but in a higher frequency where finally the physical is also now responding to the Source you are. Some breakthroughs for you finally at last, Libra. And it's powerful energies which really require you to remain firmly, no matter what you're seeing in the physical, remain there. Because whatever is being released from you is because it's not in alignment, okay? So whatever has been taken out of this side of the scale, let it go. Don't fight to keep it on. Whatever's not working, if you've been trying to do something that's not working, let it go. Trust, when the time is right, it'll present itself for you to do it in a way which aligns with you. Okay. Don't try to force anything, Libra. You just remain in your scale, trusting that Source will sort everything out in divine timing. Because the Libra energy is everything working out in your favor, right? And Source is saying, yes, we are doing whatever we can to balance everything in your favor, but you have to be there for us to have a reference point to what your favor is. So remain on your side of the scale, beautiful Libra. Everything is coming through for you. Trust this. Ace of Cups, yes, look at you. It's time for blessings. It's time for your heart to be filled. It's time for replenishment. It's time for a balancing. You are now the Ace of Cups, and it's time, sort of saying, it's time for us now to feel that Ace of Cups. It's time for you to feel renewed. It's time for you to feel energies return to you. It's time for you to feel satisfied, to feel blessed. It's time for a blessing, a manifestation, a positive outcome. And there's the sun energy, right? Leo energy, the sun, as you exist like the sun, shining brightly, completely, fully, not dimming your light, not changing your colors, not pretending, but trusting that as the sun, in every single situation, every single space, it's enough, it's enough, it's enough. You are now being filled with the power of you, with that which honors the sun you are, Libra. It's beautiful energies. Receiving, and we see the lotus there with the divine flow. Receiving, it's time that you receive this Leo season, and it just requires you to just be in your, don't try to release what you think you have to be. Libra, your energy is very specific. It is not an easy energy to work with because it requires you to release the outcome completely. Source says, we as Source, we will look after everything. You are simply to discover that which you are by holding the light. You hold the light, and we will align everything to the light you are. So all you need to do is really hold your frequency and be there. You'll receive all your answers from within, from Source, not from the external, not from everyone else. Nobody else knows how you manifest. Nobody else knows how the universe works as you know it. You are to receive from the inspired thoughts you're receiving, from the deep understanding and the perception changes and the knowing that you feel within. That's what you're meant to trust. That's what you're meant to hold. That's what you're meant to understand as your truth, as your wisdom, as your knowledge. Whatever you receive, remember your thoughts are in the physical, your emotions are in the physical. Whatever you're receiving within your emotions, your thoughts, your behavior, whatever you're receiving there is from Source. So allow yourself to just literally be a receptivity to Source. And you will see that your physical life starts flowing fluidly and beautifully with everything you're wanting falling into place, because you're no longer trying to control that which you will be, but rather you are simply open to discovering that which you will be. That is your medicine. That is how you heal, Libra. You're the air energy. You're the mind frequency. You are to be blank in the mind, not trying to figure and problem solve, but being an open blank canvas and simply receiving from Source. And what you are receiving from Source is in complete accuracy to where you are. Do you see how precise that energy is? Should you be a fraction in anxiety, you're going to receive from anxiety immediately, because that's your scale energy. And anxiety comes from future planning, future thoughts. But should you just be present each moment, you're in clarity. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. I don't care. I'm focused right now in this moment. In this moment, that's the only information I care about right now, this moment. And in this moment, you're at peace, you're at clarity, you're at ease. You can only receive from that frequency. And if each and every single moment, you're just moment focused in the presence, your healing is divine presence, Libra. Should you be divinely within the presence, that is when you receive only that which is from your divine presence, which is from Source. Thus, everything works out in your favor, because you're literally receiving that which is you. That is how you actually take charge of your life. That is how you have any measure of control over your destiny, by being present within Source and allowing the presence of the Source you are to create everything that you are. You are to discover your personality. You are to discover your behavior. You are to discover how you respond with people each moment. You are to discover every aspect of you, Libra. That is your healing. Divine presence, divine discovery, because you are the justice energy, which means as within, without, completely. There's no hesitation, there's no comma, there's no fine printing, there's no but, there's no loophole. As within, without. So you are to be still within source and trust deeply, and everything will come through to you. Because of that energy, Libra, the way you will struggle is codependency, in the sense that you require information from the external, or you require a relationship to make you whole. It is the way you are tested, where you have lesson, is anything that takes you away from you being completely centered and self-reliant on source. That is your biggest lesson, Libra, and it's coming through very clearly now through this reading. Because your energy is be centered and still within source completely. That's all you need to do. Then you'll receive thoughts of source. You'll receive action from source. You'll receive the manifestations of source. And how you present yourself in each opportunity will be source. So you are to be so completely hands off. And when it manifests, that's when you're hands on, that's when you action, that's when you experience it, when it manifests. But otherwise, hands off and just this empty canvas. So to be there is beautiful and tranquil, but you get almost a bit impatient and almost a bit unsure. So then you need somebody else to validate with information. You need somebody else to validate with how they perceive and how they understand things. You need somebody else to explain something. You need somebody else to be with you. You almost need then desperately at times an external influence, because your healing is internal all the time. Internal focus within source. Nothing else is required. And should you be there, Libra, miracles occur. For you, fluidly, things to start manifesting left, right, and center. And things you enjoy doing. It's not that you now have no control over your life. Source is just saying the control you think you have over your life by trying to direct it is all the illusion, because you're using information of a world that doesn't serve you. But should you just be centered in source, you receive all the information which does serve you from the frequency of you. And then as that manifests, that is your true free will. Your soul, your source within you has this free will it wishes for you to discover. The freedom of your source, the freedom of your soul manifest in the physical directly, exactly, complete mirror frequency. Then everything is fair. Then everything is balanced. Then everything is just. Then everything works out in your favor, because now it's in the complete direct alignment of source within you. So Libra, understand that this Leo season is empowering you to exist in your full presence. So that is that full scale energy now balanced. Okay. And you receive so much. Trust, when you just release control and you just center within source and just breathe and be present, and that's the only reality you know, you're going to receive so much. Yes, it takes time, but it just took time to center you there, because everything in here had to be released, had to be cleared. Everything that was put in by that fear and illusion had to be cleared. That's why it was quiet. But now this is empty, finally, and source is saying, yay. Finally, now I can put in what reflects. Because remember, if you're at 100% source here, Libra, if you are now fully 100% here, which is where you have been, anything here that takes the 100% off must be taken out. Nothing can be left here. Even if it was something that was really shiny and really beautiful and you really, really loved, it's not you. This was born of another reality. This was born of you absent source. This is born with you not being 100% here. So even this, yes, has to go. And that is what was difficult. Everything, because this was good, this was beautiful, this was your dream, this was your plan, this was your manifestation, so it was beautiful, it made sense. But so saying, yes, it made sense to the mind creator, it made sense to the illusion creator, but it doesn't make sense to the fullness of source you're in now. So yes, even this must go. And this is what's been scary, because it's been like, oh, but now what? There seems everything I'm trying to put in just doesn't work, And so saying, let it be empty, let it be empty. And just focus at being 100%. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. And as you do this, you receive everything you are. Truly and completely. It starts rebuilding and refilling in your truth. And trust this. Look at this, the Two of Swords. Look at you. Can you see that? There you are, centered in your scale, blindfolded. You're not meant to see. And look there, the moon within the sun. The moon within the sun there, Libra. You within your highest self, allowing that. This is you, the moon within the sun within the moon. Thus, everything on this side balances out. As soon as you're in your mind, as soon as you try to use your mind, you try to problem solve, confusion, indecision, anxiety, frustration, nothing works, nothing works. As soon as you try to ask people externally to clarify for understanding, nothing works. Because so saying, stop, release the external. You are internal. You are internal, 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 internal. That is the Libra healing. Internal. You are not budging from that internal space of source. You don't waver, not even a flicker, Libra. And when you're there, you're really at peace. You know this. That's the thing. Someone might think, oh, that's very difficult to stay there. But you know very well, when you are there, oh, it's so nice. It's easy. It's refreshing. Oh, it's peaceful. And that's also, and so saying, we try to make it as easy for you as possible. We said, be centered within source. And when you're there, it feels amazing. Stay there. It's only because you then think, oh, this is too crazy because I have to now plan about tomorrow. And that's what causes the disaster. Stay there where it's amazing. In the stillness of source. And you will receive the idea. You will receive the plan. You will receive it. You are to receive. You are to receive, Libra. You are to receive the lotus. You are to receive while you are one within source, not knowing in the unknown. You are to receive. We hope you're getting this message, Libra, because we are bringing it in so many different ways. We do not know how more to bring it in. Okay, let's see. We know it's frustrating, but it's only frustrating because we've been programmed for the other way. So this is the deprogramming, okay? For us, it was very frustrating when we understood we are in the frequency of the unknown. So we cannot know what happens. We cannot know, just like you, unknown. So when we had to try and plan where next we're going to stay, we could not know. We couldn't plan. We couldn't save for it. We couldn't ask people. We couldn't Google search places to stay. We had to simply be present and receive the information from source. Because we had to be healed to ease being within us, not within knowledge, not within the external physical realm. And you are having a profound healing there. It feels like it's your frequency, to be honest. The world. Yes, you're wrapping up the old cycle of creating from illusion, and you're now starting to begin to create from source. And it's powerful. It's the wrapping up of the old and the beginning of the new. And look over here. Look at the two tigers. The two tigers. And we see that water tiger energy, and last year was the year of the water tiger, so that energy is still powerful for your frequency this year, Leo, in the Chinese zodiac. But look at this, the Lionsgate portal with the two tiger, the feline energy there. You are starting, and look at these hands, open to what? Receive. Receive what? The world. You are now ready to receive all that you are, to receive your world, to receive your reality. When you are fixed here, you finally receive your world, your reality, and that's what Source wants. Source is saying, you are now finally releasing the external world which you were programmed into wanting. the illusion world which we were programmed into loving, programmed into yearning for. And now you're finally receiving your true world, which you don't even know anything about, but it's everything. It's the highest blessing. Your existence, Libra, is the highest blessing. And it's time that you come into the full existence, the full understanding of the true world, the true being, the true person, the true your career, what you actually are going to do for work, what you're actually going to be, how you're actually going to behave, how you're actually going to dress, everything being reset to source. It is really the complete reset of you. Let go and discover what you become, because you might fear losing everything, but goodness, what you gain is everything. And you won't lose the fundamentals, okay? You're not going to lose, like if you have a family, you have children, you have a beautiful partner, you're not going to lose those. They're just going to receive somebody completely different. So they're going to have a bit of a shock in their system of who are you now? This is me now, this is you now, okay. So they're going to have a bit of a, recalibration. But as for you, you are really just going to feel more empowered, more within love. You're going to feel so much more, Libra. Trust, trust, trust. Look at this. Ace of Swords. What did we say? Clarity, clarity, precision. And doesn't it just remind you of that Justice card with the scales? You see, inner eye open, stability with the triangle, wholeness with the circle, sword of, and Libra holds the sword of Michael. There you are. Eyes closed, receiving the source you are. Libra, trust, release the mind, be one with source. You are having a beautiful, you create so much, goodness, you create so much from just simply, and look, before we break the deck, before we shuffle the devil, the mirror energy, for you to see yourself in clarity. Look, the 2 cups again, the scales. For you to really see yourself in clarity, you need to release and let go and be one. And stop trying to figure it out, make sense. Stop trying to make sense of things. Just be blank, drift around like you're on a cloud, and you will manifest greatness. Look at this. Look, the 10 of Cups. Libra, we can't make this up. Look, when you, in your scale, are simply there, look at what you receive. 10 of them. 10 of them, Libra. 10 of them. Just look what happens when you're just seated at home within you, not knowing, clear within your mind, letting go of the old world, letting go of the old you, letting go of everything. Stop deciding, but I want to be this, and I want to do this, and I want to be this, and I want to do this, but I want to do this, but this is my dream. Release. Your soul is saying, discover your wants, discover your dreams, discover it. Trust it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. How much better? 10 times better, 10 times better, 10 times better. And the pink, higher frequency of the root chakra. This is you stable in the highest frequencies of life. Pink, self-love. You love every single thing that's manifesting. You are to create a whole brand new life which honors the source within you, Libra. Trust, because look at what you manifest when you are just one with source. And this is the healing. This is what's coming through. The divine flow within your life, as within, without. Everything in your favor. You remain here. You remain here. In the unknown, one with source, clear of mind, centered within you, open within source. No outcomes, no attachments, present moment focus. And let source do the rest. Let source bring you the nourishment, the desires, your destiny, your career, your work. Everything will come in a way which is you, Libra, not the way which you think is you. Stop thinking what you're going to be. Allow yourself to discover that which you are going to be. Blessed be.